it going, guys? Nintendo Enthusiast here. So today's been a pretty big day for two reasons. The Nintendo Switch OLED model is officially pre-orderable. I'm sure it's sold out by the time this video uploads, but I'm happy I was able to snag one. I know a lot of people are not getting the OLED model and they're pretty disappointed in it, but I made a whole video talking about why I'm getting it and why I'm actually pretty excited for it. But aside from the Nintendo news, Steam, that's right, the PC storefront is officially jumping in to the handheld market, and their new handheld looks pretty familiar. The company is obviously taking inspiration from Switch, the console itself is portable, and it, of course, can be docked to a TV. Not only that, but it's more than just a gaming device. You can use this as a normal PC. You can download browsers, you can watch Netflix, you can do pretty much anything a laptop can do on this new Steam device, which I forgot to say is called Steam Deck. So let's go ahead and jump on into this news and talk about everything Steam Deck and how it compares to Nintendo Switch and of course the newly revealed Nintendo Switch OLED model. So like I was saying, Steam has formally unveiled the Steam Deck, a new handheld gaming PC that lets you play your Steam library of video games portably. And reservations for it are being taken tomorrow because it has a December 2021 release date. I'm honestly surprised it's coming this year, just 2 months after the Switch OLED model. And talk about a good time to announce this, right off the heels when a lot of Nintendo fans were disappointed with the Switch OLED model and how it didn't necessarily upgrade the hardware in terms of the power and performance that it's capable of. The Steam Deck is pretty much just that. It's the Switch Pro that everyone had in mind. Except, of course, it won't have those Nintendo games on it. Well, legally on it. I know some of you are out there playing your illegal Nintendo games. Anyway, Steam has partnered with AMD for the hardware's custom APU, a Zen 2 plus RDNA2 powerhouse that aims to run new AAA games with a very efficient power envelope. You'll have access to your full Steam library by simply logging in on the device. Not only that, but you'll be able to log into your Windows account, and if you have a Game Pass subscription, play any Game Pass games that are available on PC on this device, which is a huge deal and probably the main reason why I'll be getting one. It's basically the portable Xbox machine I've always wanted, except of course it's coming from Valve. The Steam Deck features thumbstick trackpads, gyroscopic controls, and a 7-inch screen. Steam Deck makes the distinction that it is a PC, not a console. Like I was saying before, you can install different browsers and do pretty much anything a PC can do on this device. Like Nintendo Switch, Steam Deck will also have a dock, so you can prop up the handheld while connecting it to external displays, wired networking, USB peripherals, and powering the device. Alternatively, a powered USB-C hub can be used. It can further make use of Bluetooth and USB-C for your various PC accessories like mouse, keyboard, headphones, or arcade stick. Also, one thing I forgot to mention at the top, I'm not a tech guy, I'm simply reading off the specs of the device, and maybe you know what it means, maybe you don't. I surely only know about what half of this means, but it's still exciting to me nonetheless. For the people like me that aren't super knowledgeable on tech, I tweeted out and asked some people, what is the power level of this device in terms of other consoles on the market? And a lot of them got back to me saying that it's around the power of a base PlayStation 4. But it does have a better CPU overall, which could surely help with the game's performance and speed. But a portable base PS4 sounds freaking amazing, and once again, it's what I wish the new Switch would have been, but I digress. You know, I'm still excited for the Switch OLED, like I've mentioned, but this is also exciting. If I can end up snagging one of these, I'll probably end up getting it, because there are some Steam games that I have never played and they're only available on Steam. But the pricing is where things get a little crazy. The Steam Deck comes at 3 price points. A 64GB eMMC with a carrying case priced at $399, and that's the lowest one. There's also a 256GB NVMe SSD version for $529. And that version adds in faster storage and an exclusive Steam Community Profile bundle. Whatever that is, I'm really not sure, I'm not much of a Steam guy. But then this last model is 512GB NVMe SSD version for $649, which is pretty pricey. That version adds in premium anti-glare etched glass, an exclusive virtual keyboard theme, and the fastest storage of them all. Additionally, you can expand the storage with micro SD cards, which is nice because the base $400 model only being 64 gigs is pretty crazy, so I'm glad I'll be able to buy like a 200-something gigabyte card and play games off of that. I mean, just like the Nintendo Switch OLED model, both coming in at 64 gigabytes, which is pretty dang low nowadays. Like I mentioned before, tomorrow you'll be able to reserve them at 1 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States, Canada, European Union, and the United Kingdom. But I really wanted to know what you guys thought about this. Valve is officially jumping into the handheld market to compete with Nintendo. We've already seen PlayStation back out of this 100%. It's seeming like we're not getting another PlayStation handheld ever, honestly, which is pretty sad. And as someone who's not much of a PC gamer, but I really am into handhelds and home consoles, This device really speaks to me because it's both. It's just like the Nintendo Switch, except of course more powerful. Apparently Nintendo might have another Switch coming out next year. Yes, there's still Switch Pro rumors for some reason. That's going to be actually more significantly powerful than the base Nintendo Switch. And this OLED model is just basically going to replace the original base model. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Either way, I'm excited for both. I'm excited to get my OLED Switch. I just pre-ordered it today. I got the white one, thankfully. I know some people could only get the neon colored one, which is pretty lame because it looks just like the other Switch. I want to get a Switch that looks different, so I'm glad I got the white one. But yeah, the Steam Deck looks really cool to me as well. At $400, it's only $50 more than the Switch OLED model, so it's a really impressive device for only $400. Whereas the Nintendo Switch OLED model, I really think it would have been smarter to keep it at a $300 price point and to lower the price of the base Nintendo Switch, push it down to $259, maybe $249. I think that would have been a lot better, and I think Nintendo fans wouldn't have been so salty about this if it just basically replaced the original Switch and cost the exact same. But no, it cost $50 more, which is a lot of money to a lot of people. So, like I was saying, I want to know everything you think. What do you think about this new Steam Deck device? Do you plan on getting one? Are you planning on getting a Switch OLED model? I definitely want to know. And I'll be honest, guys, this announcement came right ahead of when Switch OLED model pre-orders were going live. And I almost thought, I don't know, maybe I should just save this money and get the Steam Deck instead. It only comes out 2 months later. But then I remembered I'm just simply obsessed with new hardware. I know it's a very minor upgrade, but I'm still pretty dang excited about it. I'm excited to see what these games look like with an OLED screen. But this Steam Deck has really caught my eye. If I can get a pre-order or a reservation or whatever, I'm definitely getting it. It looks really awesome. But yeah, let me know what you think for the third time now. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.